I'm hoping this has worked. We only have one table at the moment. We've got Navi and Lake battling it out for a spot in the final. So something has happened. I've lost the feed to the first camera. You can see Simon and Edwin playing on that table just to the right. I'll try and update you on the score as best I can. Lake and Navi playing on the bottom. So a lot of moving parts, so we'll figure it out. It's just going to take some time. Making sure the telestrator is back up and working. Uh-oh. All right. Okay, so Lake obviously up 2-0 over Navi at the moment. Stream looks fairly good there. Well, at least we've got one match. I'm sorry that we don't have the second match. Well, more testing, more questions. But, like I said, at least we got one. Now he's got a nice kick on the 1. Was hoping to get the cue ball to stick a little bit behind the 7. Would have been handy. Lake slices that 1 in like it was hanging over the pocket. Well, this could be a little trickier. Just gotta reverse bank the 2. And then hold that cue ball on that rail. No, he's just gonna play safe. He is gonna leave Navi a shot though. How much of one? I don't know. Not having the angle from here, he may end up having to play safe again. Wait a second. We might have camera 2. Looks like they're both doing okay. All right. Are we back up and running? Unfortunately, the guys have started, so I can't keep the stats. So I'm going to put the stats away for this time. And we'll just chat. I'm going to move that up there and this down here. All right. So not sure what Navi's trying to do here. Oh, he's just playing the bump safe. Needs that 2 ball to bounce off the rail a little bit. Okay, temporary reprieve. Lake will call this top left corner pocket, but kick it with an eye of getting safe too. Oh, he called it in the side. My bad. You can't give Navi too many chances. He will hurt you with them. Something's changed somewhere in the path that we've run this stream. And we've reclaimed some bandwidth here. Because both tables are looking smooth. What a weird situation. I wonder what that was. Looks good now, but... that cue ball's got to stop. Put the brakes on. Whew. Pretty simple from here. Just tiny little bounce off the rail. Perfect on the 10. Navi. Back within 1. Okay, we're going to try this. Switching over to the other table, where we can see Simon and Edwin are locked in a battle 2-2. I was trying to do picture-in-picture for both matches, and it won't let me do that. And the only explanation I can think of is that you don't want picture-in-picture. You know what I mean? Anyway. That I can do, Dave. Give me a minute. Let me tweak this. We'll just put back onto Navi for a second. Navi and Lake. And then I will see what I can do to tweak this. Uh, could be just your cell, Jazz. I didn't change any of the audio settings, and my registers look like they're going up pretty high. Hoping that's all it is. There we go. So, both tables. Both scores almost on mine. There we go. So is that better? Do you guys like being able to see both tables? You definitely can't do stats for both tables, but there we go. And I can do this, though. There we go. Okay. Simon got a touchy little 8-ball. Off the horn. Is he going to get a little lucky by the 10-ball? Looks like he has. But Edwin can jump. Navi with a nice little 8-ball to get back for that. Or 7-ball. 7-ball? All right, this way we don't miss any of the action. It's a tricky little jump shot Edwin's got up there. You got a bit of a distance to get over the 10 and not much of a landing area. Easy to fly this off the table. Yeah, a little unfortunate to hit the 10 on the way up. Tricky shots. Tricky shots, those jump shots. Now, as long as the 10 didn't get in the road of the 8, Simon's out here. Navi will probably hit the cue ball. I didn't want to jinx him and say he's probably going to make it. Oh, no. Okay, good. Oh. 2-2. Navi and Lake. Race to 9. Simon and Edwin. Looks like Simon's going to go up by 1. There we go. Simon leading 3-2 over Edwin. Gary's son doing a little bit of table cleaning. Not sure why just now, but maybe it was asked for, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Anyway, Lake breaking in rack number 5 has made the 1, the 5, and has shape on the 2. A little bit difficult to get back on the 3 just because the cue ball is stuck right tight to the rail. But with the right English on the cue ball, should be okay. Came really close to the 4 there. That would have screwed everything up. But he missed it, and now he's on the 3. Just going to play this with bottom right, spin it around. Nice little rub. Sometimes you got to get the good ones. Sorry, folks, just tidying up some messages here. Yep, sorry, Sam. That's just me being distracted by shiny objects. People just texting in a little bit, and I'm answering it instead of doing my job and talking away. Okay, there we go. So Lake's sitting at 2, looking good to finish this rack. Simon sitting at 3 and still in line. Looks like Lake's getting the weight down. Earlier tonight, that would have gone another 6-8 inches and made it a little bit tougher, but he's figuring out the speed. Simon as well, staying in line. This game is so important to stay in line. And for those of you who missed it earlier tonight, if on June 15th we have our restrictions lifted and indoor sports are allowed again, I will be restarting Kings of the Hill. Everybody that paid is, of course, still in their original order. And I will let you know as soon as we confirm the venue, confirm the fact that we're allowed to, and that everybody can make the first one, and we'll go from there. I'm really looking forward to starting that up again. It's been since October, I think, was the last one. Simon underhit that a little bit. Just didn't quite go all the way through it. Navi getting into that one. He's made 2 balls. And he's got a good look at the 1. Simon doubles his lead over Edwin. Now up 4-2. Navi hanging the 1 ball. Not very happy with that one. It just brings Lake to the table with too much firepower to be hanging balls. Edwin breaking in the top table. Made the 2s. Got to look at the 1. Not sure if he has a pocket for the 1. Uh-oh, watch out, Lake. Oh, that was close. Looked a lot closer than it actually was. Lake was probably not worried at all. He had a way better view. Pretty tic-tac-toe for Lake here. Going to be a little tricky with the 7, but don't anticipate he'll have too many problems. He's ended up pretty, well, might be a little too straight, if there's such a thing. And we all know there is. A little bit of angle away from the rail would be ideal. Then he could just draw straight back to about a foot left of where the 1 ball is right now. And is he going to end up straight there again? Edwin trying to play safe, I think. Or I didn't see if he called anything there, so I'm kind of guessing. Lake come up a little short on the 10. Gives himself a little bit of a tester. And he passes. So he'll double up on Navi 4-2. Simon looking to increase his lead by 3. He's got a bit of work to do on this one, but nothing's really tied up. It's going to be the 5. If he can get the 4, and if the 5 goes past the 7, it looks like it does, but I'm not quite sure. Anyway, if you guys can share the stream, I'd appreciate it. We had a strange bottleneck issue with the camera feed there for a bit, but it seems to have been resolved. I wish I could take credit for that, but I can't. Dry break from Lake. Tough starting position for Navi. I'm just wondering if he tries to play safe and just thin the 1 ball in behind the 8 and bring the cue ball back down. Oh, tried to do it the other way. Is he going to get it in there? Looks like he has. Nice shot, Navi. Leaving Lake to kick at the 1. Could make this in the side. I'm pretty sure he called the 1. Either way, Navi stepping up. He's got a bit of work to do. Simon just has that to go up 5-2. Increases his lead by 3 games. Against a single knockout event, race to 9. The finals are a 1-set race to 11. Of course, being a single knockout. Sometimes I wonder why I say some things. Anyway, back to the game. I think Navi's still all right there on the 2. When you watch Simon break, watch the 4 and the 5 and the 2 and the 3. If he breaks from left of center, okay, he's going to break from right side. Okay, the 2 ball is going to go around the table 4 rails and try and go in the same pocket it's at. If it doesn't get kicked, it should come close. And the 4 and the 5 should go towards the side. So yeah, it got kicked. And the 4 and the 5 kind of went towards the side. But he's made the 1 and got hooked on the 2 with the 4. I almost called that the 5. Too many days of watching Matchroom events. I'm just kidding. There can't be too many of those days. Simon hasn't added his game. It is supposed to be 5-2. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Anybody else corroborate that? Verify that I'm speaking correctly? Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. So 5-2. Simon's got 5. They just haven't marked it yet. They may forget that. Simon with a legal shot on the 2 is about what you can say for that. Didn't foul. Lake is up 5-2. So after Lake getting an early 2-0 lead, Navi closed the gap to none, and then Lake has won the last 3 racks as well. Edwin trying to figure out how he can stay alive. I'm not sure if it's there, but he might be able to carry him the cue ball off the 2 and make the 7 on the side. I didn't see him call anything, though. No, he's going to play safe. He'll just run the cue ball off the 2, down in behind the 6. I think that Simon can see the edge of the 2. If Simon can see the edge of the 2, or he may even have enough to cut it in. He was looking at the corner there. If he cuts it in the corner, I'm curious about the side pocket, whether that will come into play. Navi with a good, strong break on table number 2. Table number 2. Made a ball, but he's hooked on the 1. You got to be able to bring that cue ball to the top half of the table, because that's where the 1's going to be. If you can pick the opposite side of where you believe the 1 will be, even better. But to start, just keeping it above the center line. Somewhere on the head string is usually just about perfect. Edwin juicing up the cue ball, spinning it over to get perfect on the 3. How'd he hit it? How did he hit it, folks? Tough room if that shot doesn't get a thumbs up. And now the best part is after that great shot where you stroke right through the ball and spin it right across the table. He's in line. And looks good to finish it out because it's all easy from here, or easier. It's nice drilling those hard ones to set yourself up for a pretty tic-tac-toe out. I'm cursing him with every word I say. I know. I should just stop. But that's what I'm here to do, is to talk about the game, right? Nice shot by Lake. Knocking the 1 ball down table. I mean, Navi's going to kick at this, and I'm pretty sure he's going to hit it. Oh, watch that cue ball, Edwin. It needs to bounce a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit improves the angle so much. Did he call the 1? I hope he didn't. Or I hope he, well, either way, it doesn't matter. He's screwed because there's no way Lake's taking it. It's 10 ball. He's going to give, oh no, Edwin. Oh, man. Oh, that hurts. You work so hard to get through a rack. Oh. Navi went a little too far airborne there. Simon's a pretty tall fella, so he's got a bit of a unique stance to get down that low. Certainly works for him, though. No one can argue that it doesn't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow. John, they're a little, well, there's only so much I can do with a 1080p camera. They are manual focus, and I did adjust them beforehand, but it's really not that bad on my end. It's a little out of focus as you get closer to where Simon is, but that's due to the nature of the angle. These cameras don't have the greatest depth of field. So it's going to be a little fuzzier at the end than it would be at the front. Hey, Cindy. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Thanks, Sam. These are all 4 times, I think they're 3 times or 4 times zoom lenses. I do have a 6 and a 12, but trust me, the 12 is a little too much. We'd be looking at a square diamond, a diamond square. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. But anyway, you could see the cracks on the 5. Yeah, is what I'm saying. So I'm sure I'll find a use for that lens, but I'm not sure. Hey, Lori, welcome to the stream. I don't think they corrected the score down there for Lake and Navi. Mr. Ian Burns, thank you, sir. There it is. Now they've corrected it 6-2. So both tables are sitting at 6-2. Simon over Edmund, Lake over Navi. Navi's willing that cue ball to get in behind the 6. Yeah, the problem with hanging that 1 ball out there is the 2 balls down there too. So Lake doesn't have to do much to get shape on it. He can just basically roll the 1 in. Oh, but the operative word is in. It does have to go in. All right, well, Navi's got some work to do. I can't tell if that 4 goes without disturbing the 6. He may have to develop that. But he's played a nice line up to the 2. Actually, that doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad. I think from there, he can draw the cue ball onto the 3 and has enough room that he should be able to squeeze the 4 somehow. Edwin just getting down to those last couple and not able to finish it off. Okay, that's a little far, but we'll see if Navi can, we'll see how accurate Navi can be. See if he can come off here and just clip the 4 or bump into the 6 as well. Oh, my bad. 4 ball didn't need to be developed. Or is he looking at it going, oh crap? Nope, looks like it goes. Needs that cue ball to stop now. Perfect. And then Simon also just wants a little bump. Now I think, I'm kind of guessing here, but I think Simon might play this to run the cue ball around. I don't know why he wouldn't have just stopped it there if that's what if he wasn't planning on going 3 rails around for the 10 in the same pocket. But he may just roll this in. Yeah, he's just rolled it in. I'm curious why he brought the cue ball so far off the rail if that was his plan. Oh, what do I know? Somebody gave me an angry emoji. Oh, they just missed. They hit the wrong button. How could that possibly have happened? I don't know, Gene. I think he just hit the wrong button. Navi, clawing 1 back, cuts the deficit to 3. Simon, meanwhile, extended his by to 5 games. Edwin needs to turn it on now. Man, with all the responses and queries I'm getting for guys that want to play in this, yeah, I will talk to Bien and see what he says and see if we can't. Oh, come on, guys. Stop hitting the camera. Anyway, like I said, by the time we do the next one, hey, no problem, Rob. By the time we do the next one, the cameras will be mounted to the wall and they will be extended a little higher so that we get more of a top-down view and nobody gets a little seasick from people bumping the heck out of them. And I don't have to have a mini heart attack thinking that each one of these is going to fall over and cost me a bunch. Dave Wilson, the entry was $100 each. There was a $100 green fee. So $700 to the winner. I'd love to do more of these. I'd love to do higher stakes entries. Like if we can do, say, a 2-day event, $500 entry, 8-man, winner take all, with staggered start times, so that people don't have to be there the whole time waiting for the match to start. You know when to show up. Kind of like the last one that we did at Q1 that Justin ran. This one's going pretty smooth as well, but I think everybody's been here the whole time. But if we're going to do longer races, like, say, race to 15, something like that, race to 13, race to 15, split up the stream between ELO Sports and Kickin' Billiards. That'd be a lot of fun. What do you think, Justin? I don't know if Edwin has enough room to get through there. Is Navi going to try and thin off that 5 and make the 10? Or is he just banking the 5? He's just banking the 5. You can see how much farther ahead one table is than the other, eh? Look at this. Plays it with the white. Plays it with the right weight. And even though he missed, he still got the safety. So that's going to force Lake to bring out the jump cue. Cindy, our restrictions are under review in 2 days. So June 15th, if everything goes well, we can have indoor sports again. And if that's allowed, I've already contacted the venue we're supposed to play at next. I'm waiting to hear back. If everybody can make it, I'm looking at starting Kings of the Hill up again on July 16th. So, everybody that's involved, circle that. I believe it was Breaking Bad and Hot Shots that were next up. So that would have been Gary Sankey's team with Regine Lane and Mike Silvius versus Brad Haydu, Mr. Simon Pickering, and Jorah Sandhu. That's not confirmed, but that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to get towards that. And then we'll try and do it every other weekend. I do have some holidays coming up in that time period that might mess things up a little bit, but nice jump from Simon there. Got up and over the 10 pretty quick and easy. Well, Navi kind of left the 7 out there. I don't anticipate Lake having too many problems with this. Oh, that's going to get to the rail. That adds a difficulty that maybe you're not expecting. Hey, John Bannon, if you're back in, how's the focus quality now? You have to call the early 10, Dave. And he didn't call that one, so it just gets spotted. And then it's Simon's option. Just roll the 6 down, nice and slow. Good to hear. Good to hear. Thanks, John. No problem, Dave. Ooh. Lake flirting with that scratch, but he's going to go up 7-3. It's going to put Simon on the hill, 8-2. Hey, Sam, not that I'm aware of. Kings of the Hill is handicapped. So, regardless of your skill level, if you can put a 3-person team together, it is a $100. I'll have to double check the entry fee. I think we changed it, but I'm not sure. Of course, if we change the entry fee, it would just be for new teams. If you've already paid, then that's your entry fee. I would never do that. Yeah, Guy, in the first match, we had, I had some stats that I was working on, just trying to see if I could do stats while commentating. And I think his TPA was a little over 920. So, I mean, that's good for anybody. Now, I will qualify my statement by saying I'm not entirely sure I was calculating that correct. So I've got a little bit more research to do on that. But I'm working towards calculating a TPA anyway. And I believe that TPA stands for Tournament Performance Average, and it's used and created by AccuStats, I believe. Nice, you're already playing League, Cindy. Yeah, I don't think we'll be too far behind. I've seen messages from League presidents and operators that are setting things up. Okay, well yeah, Guy Lake plays quick. When he gets into a rhythm, he doesn't take much time. Get some separation there. Okay, well, it might not have been the best swing from Navi, but it's going to give Lake a real tester. Can't do much with the cue ball. Can only hit the top end of it. That means it's got to go all the way through and down and back, and that can sometimes cause you some accuracy issues. Oh, and Navi is not upset at this. Simon rolling in the 6. Oh, Navi kind of let the cue ball go there. You still got the side or the bank. Cut it in the side or bank it to the side. Simon just slowly rolling balls in. That's going to go long. It is going to leave Lake frozen to the end rail again. He just missed one like this. But Navi knows you can't keep leaving Lake open looks. Okay, so that's it for Simon and Edwin. Simon will advance 9-2. I will see if I can't update that on Challenge. Okay, so if you're not looking at it yet, it is updated on Challenge. I didn't get Leto and Navi's score in there. Oh, that was 9-8. That's right. I will have to add that screen capture again. Okay, there we go. Let me bring that up. Lake leading Navi 7-4. Well, this could be dangerous. I wouldn't be surprised to see Navi get out here. Well, he's a little straighter on the 3 than I would have liked. If he had any angle at all. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I just have a little background music. I can't tell exactly how loud it is, so I'll turn it down a bit. Just because other than that background music, it's just me talking and breathing, and I'm pretty sure y'all don't mind the talking too much, but the breathing probably be irritating. I threw that y'all in there for Cindy. Now I can't hear it at all. Yeah, the Facebook Studios has a whole bunch of non-copyright music. So rather than take copyright strikes by having audio from the venue, I just play this stuff. It's not great, but, you know, it's not silence, so it's better than silence. Well, he wanted to come back about a ball width, but he's okay. You don't need to worry too much about shape on the 8, sitting above the side pocket. As long as you're not in that crazy zone, you'll be all right. I can see him going around the table on this one. Yeah, 3. Oh, I did not see him missing the 7. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate for him. Lake's going to enjoy it, though. All because he didn't draw back about 2 inches on the 6. Draws back 2 inches on the 6. He's straight enough on the 7. He can just pop it in the corner. He's on the 8, 9, 10, just like Lake's doing now. This will put Lake on the hill to lead 8-4. One more game for Lake, and he's going to match up with Simon in the final. After this match and before the next one, I'm going to have to leave you for a minute. I got to go tuck some people in. Little people. My little people. So, for the record, this is what we've done today. Simon defeated Keith 9-3. Edwin squeaked past June 9-8. Navi squeaked past Lido 9-8. And Lake just got by Dexter 9-7. Simon has defeated Edwin 9-2. And Navi and Lake are still battling it out. But Lake leads 7-4. My girls are still in school for, I think this week might be their last week. I'll have to ask them. Oh, Lake blows the cue ball off the table. I don't know. I'm lucky I know it's Sunday, Cindy. So many things going on in this rattle trap of a brain I call my own. Nice little nudge on the 2 to develop that. Just going to have to play another combo onto the 5. Needs to make sure he doesn't tie the 2 up on the 3. So just enough pace that it makes the 5 and then comes off that rail. It's got to get clear of the 3. Or double kiss the 5 in. That's good. Okay, now he's got to get the rake. But spinning that cue ball out of there, 1, 2 rails, you know, just into here, just to come off that rail. You don't need to get out here, just come off that rail. Or stay right there. What do I know? Of course that works. Out past the 8. Oh, wow. That would have been just horrible to clip the 8 and hook yourself with it. I think he's just got a straight draw shot here. Oh. Man. God, anybody who has ever done that knows how painful that is. That's going to give Lake ball in hand with a wide open table. Wide open table and only one game needed. I don't know what the discussion is about. Not sure what the issue is. Lake just needs a break, maybe? So, anyway, there's our matchup. Navigill, 596. Lake McKay, 710. Lake did represent Canada in the 2018 World Chinese 8-Ball Championships. The guy does know how to play. I don't think you get to a Fargo of 710 without that. Run over our tournament roster again. Only 8 guys. $100 entry fee. $100 goes to the house for the all-day pool. Okay, these guys started a little after 3 o'clock today and are going to go till probably 11 o'clock, I'm guessing. It's a one set. Of course it's one set. I say that every time. I'm so used to double knockout. I apologize. It's a race to 11 in the final. I'm not sure what the discussion is. I'm going to see if I can get you some information. Stay with us, viewers, while we check with our man on the scene, Justin Lee. There we go. Okay, they're changing the balls. Oh. I guess. Navi conceded? Okay. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, I guess miscuing on that 6 was Navi's last straw in that set. Decided he... I'm guessing. I haven't actually got confirmation of that, but... Okay, well, before I start this next set, I'm going to turn the tunes up a little bit. I know, Lee. I think being down 9 or 8-3 and miscuing on that 6 when he knows he should have been out. I think he conceded, but I'm not sure. Lake conceded? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being told Lake has conceded. Oh, he's got an injured back. And something just twinged, and he decided he was done. So hopefully he's okay. I didn't notice him favoring his back, but apparently beep 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 beep. This just in. Lake's back is killing him, and he decided that he would just bow out and let Navi play Simon in the final. So I'm not sure how to mark that down in challenge. Is there a forfeit? I'm just going to mark Navi as the winner. And that's going to put Simon and Navi in the final, race to 11. We're trying to work on getting the other camera moved over so we can have two angles here. But yeah, that was pretty gracious of Lake to just say he's had enough, bow out, give Navi the chance to play Simon. If you know you're not going to be able to play the final, you might as well let somebody in there to have a chance. So, that being said, I need to adjust my player one. And it looks like Navi's got the lag. Navi lagging and sticking the cue ball or the 6 ball on the beach for the right to break first. We'll see how big that was. He quit because you had him in the Calcutta Tom. Excuse me. That'd be evil. I don't want that guy to win money. I quit. Ouch. Okay, but at least we get a final. If Lake's gonna win, I would have preferred to see Lake and Simon, the two winners. But if you know you can't continue and your back is hurting that much, by all means. Oh no, really? Oops, I'm not getting in the middle of that. But yeah, here we go. Navi versus Simon. I wonder if this is gonna give Navi a new lease on life, and he's gonna start firing him in like I know he can. I am gonna have to leave you here in about 20 minutes, folks. I will leave it running, and I'll crank the tunes so that you're not bored. And I'll be back as quick as I can, but gotta go tuck the little ones in. I honestly can't tell if you're joking or not, Tom. So 59 folks watching on the net. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. It's much appreciated. If you can like and share the stream, we'll see if we can't get it up to 100 to watch the final. Why would that upset him? Okay, I'm not gonna even hazard a guess. Oh, there's a nice little safety from Navi. Did he leave a path between the 8 ball and the 5 ball? So let's see if we can get angle number 2 to work now. That would be a no. All right. I have to do it manually. No, Scott, Lake did concede. He said his back was killing him and couldn't continue, and bowed out to let Navi have a place in the final. That's the information I'm getting. Always got to have drama. Simon taking on this 4. He's going to end up perfect, I think. Yeah, doesn't get much better than that. Just needs to pot the 5 at the side, stay right there, and then he can roll through the 8 for the 9. Oh, the double horn. Josh, they are at Martsin Billiards in Vancouver, BC. And Lake conceded up 8-3 with ball in hand. Now, he had a bit of a table to run out, but nothing that he couldn't handle. And he conceded. So Navi has his berth in the final. And we just watched Simon miss a 5-ball to the side. A little bit of a tough angle. It was 8-4. Thanks, Tyler. I couldn't quite remember. I thought it was 8-3, but 8-4, that sounds about right. It's a bit of a different positional play to get on the 9. I thought he was just going to draw it straight back off the 8 and come inside the 10. I think he's going to play this 2 rails down to the center of the end rail right by his left hip and get the cue ball in behind the 10. No, he just tried to get the cue ball behind the 10. He let it leak out. Pretty sure that cuts to the side. Lee, you are right. It is weird if it's over the Calcutta, and if not, I do hope his back is okay. Oh, wow. Simon double horns it. Navi getting back to the table when I'm sure he didn't think he was going to get to. What is that? Oh, the guys are just a little messed up, I guess. Drama will do weird things. I did not expect that. I've played Navi, and I've played Navi when he's on. And, I mean, I'm a okay player. But I've played Navi where he just steamrolled me, right? So that is not indicative of his play. I don't know whether it's just COVID rust or he's a little shaken by the weirdness of how he got to the final or what. but whoa. Maybe a little nerves all the way around. It's only for $700 and oh, nothing. Yeah. The winner gets all of it. Yeah, Alex. It's sometimes, but you just got to shake those off, come back, and break and run the next rack. So, I find it kind of odd that Simon's breaking from where you would traditionally break the 9-ball rack. Well, but then again, he almost made the one on the side there, so what do I know? Most of the time when I watch the pros break playing 10-ball, you'll see the break from a few inches to either side of center and just kind of stick that cue ball about the head string, between the head spring and the center line, and try and get that the second 2 balls to pop in the side or one of the back corner balls to go 4 rails. That's going to be a pretty good safety if it rolls. Did it roll far enough? We will check the other angle. Nope. That one is out of focus. Okay. Well, we tried. I have them set for a certain distance. There's no auto focus on these. So it's something you have to manually adjust. Kicking off the side rail into the 1. Nope, shooting right at it. What do I know? And I think that Navi can shoot directly at it. It's a little out of focus. I got to refocus that camera, but at least you get an idea of what the line looks like. And that's nicely done. You see the cameras are a little bit behind one another, just due to the nature of the routing and putting it through a laptop PoE switch back through a server. There we go. That looks like Navi finding his groove. Those are the types of shots I'm used to seeing him drain. Draw it right between the side pocket and the 6. Well, he nailed the shape, and he got a little lucky to get a safety out of it. Oh, Dave. That's just mean, man. You're just cold. I know a little bit about pool playing. Just a smidge. Not enough to do it, but enough to sit here and talk about it. Nice kick. Is he going to get a little bit lucky? A little bit of good pool karma. It's actually not too far-fetched to play that, because you can pretty much pick your side of the 3 being close to the rail like that, and then with that cluster over there, it's pretty likely you'll end up with a hook in there. 2 rails, maybe 3 in behind it to kick it out past the 5. I think that might be where he was trying to duck in behind it and kick it out past the 5, and just kind of trade places with the cue ball and the 8 ball. Or sorry, 3 ball. Mr. Michael Silvius, how you doing, sir? Well, Simon's a little close to his work there, but, you know. Maybe his eyes aren't that good and he needs to be that close. I'm just kidding. His eyes are fine. One nothing. Race to 11. Single knockout winner take all tournament from Martsin Billiards Club in Vancouver, BC. As you can see, you got a few railbirds watching. All you can see is feet and knees, but, you know, there's a couple there. Funny little stroke you have to put on these, because Simon would like to roll forward for the 5, but you really can't. And now he's jacked up over the 9. Nope. He ended up just to the side of the 9. Bump into it. Well played, sir. Well played. Just a little touchy chip shot. Well, I guess he had the better angle there. That is the one on Kingsway. Oh, CJ, I've just been doing this all day. I'm probably blathering on about almost anything but this point. Honestly, couldn't tell you what I was talking about. I didn't expect him to come straight across. Yes, Dave, that's the one on Kingsway. Just west of the metro. Couple blocks. Not sure how many. Thanks, Steve. Much appreciated. Hope everybody's enjoying the stream. Nice little cut shot from Simon there. Wants that cue ball to slow up. Very true, Tom. Very true. Rolls it forward. Needs it to slow down. Well, that makes it interesting. Brings the side pocket into play. Just looking at that angle, should be able to draw it off that 10 ball and miss the side pocket. Yeah, it's called the corner. And that'll put him up 2-0. Good break. Oh, that's on Navi right there. That looked like that cue ball came straight off the rack into the corner. I mean, the good news is the 5 also came straight out of the rack and went right in the side. But you make, what's that, 3? 2 balls on the break. Nothing's tied up. Everything has pockets. I can't imagine Simon doesn't get out here. Just a stop shot there. The cue ball's going to drift a little bit due to angle. Stop right there for the 4. Maybe draw it back a hair. I can't tell exactly what that line looks like. It might be a little farther than he wanted because now the cue ball looks like it's going to go to the side rail when he rolls forward on the 9. Realistically, though, it's not bad at all. All he needs to do is roll forward, what, 4 inches, 3 inches? And then he can cut the 6 in, bring the cue ball around for the 8. Easy peasy. Oh, elected to just stick it right there. Probably make that a little easier to bring the cue ball around as well. I think he's going to be closer to here. This line. Actually. Nope, he was right, not me. That's why he's playing, and I'm sitting here. Nice shot. It's got angle. Needs to come out a little ways, just into the rail, and back out to somewhere around there, around the center, around the head spot. Ought to be perfect. Hey, see, I told you I knew a little. You probably would have preferred to have a touch more angle because now he's got to either draw it straight off or go into the rail and out to have clear cueing on the 10. There you go. To take a 3-0 lead. And there it is. Simon leads Navi. 3-0, race to 11. $700 to the winner. Second place gets Bupkis. Nada. Zilch. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for that to rack, I'm going to turn the tunes up just a little bit because I have to go say goodnight to little ones, or at least tell them to go get ready, and then later I'll go tuck them in too. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute. Enjoy the tunes or ignore them, depending on how you feel. And I'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back for a little bit, and I see Simon's still leading 4-0, or now leading 4-0. See what Navi can do. He's made the one on the side. 2-ball went 4 rails and in. And he's also made the 6 somewhere, which I didn't see. But he's landed on the 3 fairly nicely. It's going to be a little tricky to get to the 4. He may come across the face. I think that's what he's decided to do. He's banking it cross side and coming across the face down onto the 4. I think he's got there. He's leaning. He's giving it the body English. Oh, and it hung in the corner, or hung in the side. How does that hang on that angle? Man, you gotta feel for him. Keywell's gonna go for a ride to get all the way back down there for the 4. Looks like Simon's loading it up with right-hand English. Spinning it right back down the rail. Kept it out of traffic, out of harm's way. Kept it clean. Well, once you get in line, it makes the rest of the rack easier. My problem is I always get back out of line. But it's not about me. It's about Simon and whether he can stay in line on this rack all the way to the end. A little bit of a right-hand siding on that cue ball to get that across the center line for the 8. Probably just roll this in with a little bit of left to check it on the rail. Looking pretty good to go up 5-0. And there it is, 5-0. Navi knows he's got to get something going. It's tough to get a jump on Simon to start with, but when you're down 5-0, it's going to take some special mental fortitude to get up over that. Decent break. Got to look at the 1. None of the balls tied up. Wouldn't be surprised if Simon gets out here. He hit that nice. Tiny little bounce. Get a little bit of angle. That is a touch too straight. He's going to have to draw it straight back to shoot the 3 in the side as he's looking at it. You can see he's lining up where he wants to hit it, where he wants to draw it back. I'm going to have to ask Simon if he's going to head down to the U.S. Open this year. I know he won a qualifying spot in 2019, but then it got canceled. In 2020, sorry, it was the 2019 qualifier for the 2020 U.S. Open, if I remember correctly. Probably play this just a little bit of top left, comes straight up and down table, just mostly top, just a hair left. Well, a little bit more left than I thought, but that certainly works. 6 balls straight top. I can't really see that angle. I don't know. It doesn't look like the corner would come into play, but just straight top, comes right at that 8. Nicely done. Looks like he's pretty straight on the 8. Cue ball might have a little angle to the left, so he could follow this up, just come off the side rail in between where the 8-9 are now. Oh, a little more right-hand siding on it. But with angle, you have more options. So, and this will put him up 6-0. $700 for first place. Not bad for an afternoon and evening's work or play, depending on how you want to look at it. So alternating break, race to 11. Simon picking them up and putting them down. 7-14 Fargo. Last I checked, I'd have to double check and make sure that it hasn't changed recently. A 2019 U.S. Open qualifier winner. I believe that was for a 2020 spot, and of course that was canceled. So I think he's still entitled to it, or maybe he got paid out. I don't know. Don't know how that works. In 2009, he won the BCAPL Grand Masters over SVB in the final. So the guy can play. Heavy Gill, always in action in the area. Don't let that 596 fool you. Although he probably wouldn't mind if it did. Got a pretty nice table here. 4-6-7 is going to be the trickiest part of this endeavor. The table's speeding up, so I think you want to do a little more rolling than popping as far as stroking a ball in, just to keep it under control. Like, this is going to be a really slow roll to get on that 4 and not lose control of it. Nicely done. Not sure what his angle looks like there. Even if he's pretty straight, he could just draw it straight back into the rail. But I think he's going to go forward into the left side rail and spin out. Okay, he needed to be on the other side of that line. If you draw a line from the center, oh, sorry, my bad. Center of the pocket out, he wanted to be over here. because now the 10 ball might come into play. Yep, having that 10 ball there changed how he had to play the shot and made it a little bit more difficult, I think. That is my analysis of the situation. Navi's going to give that one up. You know, in the way Simon's shooting, he's not going to let those stay on the table. He'll get them down. So 7-0. Things don't look good for Navi. He can turn it around, though. I've seen him run 4 or 5 racks in a row. He's not on form tonight, but that could switch. Could switch at any time. All right, let's see if Navi can pick this up and turn this boat around. Two to the 3. If he can line up on this 3, that's the toughest part. Oh, that's got too much pace. He's going to have to shoot over the 7 now. This makes this a lot tougher. Needs to stick the 3 in the corner and draw into this side rail. And hopefully let the cue ball... Oh, a square. Neat. That's the first time it's done that. Well, he's made the 7, so it's Simon's option. Not sure what Simon will do here. May end up trying to play safe. Cut the 3 into the 8 and try and get the cue ball down on the end rail right where his cue is, looking behind the 10. It's an idea. There it is. All the way to the end rail. It's got to get there or there's no point, and it's going to fall in the window. I don't believe that 5 ball's in the road. Might be, though. Should be all right. Got to allow for a little bit of 3-dimensional measurement there, so he should be able to squeeze by that 5 ball. He can definitely hit it. Whether he can squeak past the 5 and spin that cue ball into the 3 and get it down the rail, don't know. Maybe he just plays it safe here. Knock the 3 ball back down this way, try and keep the cue ball behind the 8. Not sure if that's possible, but... Or you could keep the 3 behind the 8 and get the cue ball behind the 5. Nice shot, Navi. I don't believe there's room past the 5 to touch that 3. 6 ball might be taking that 1 rail away, although you could squeeze past it and hit it, I think. A little bit of right-hand side. Simon's looking at kicking off the end rail. The way he's looking at that looks like he's trying to push the 3 down table towards the 9, maybe past the 9, and then have the cue ball float to the side rail and hook him back. Be a great shot. A little bit too much on that side. All right, Navi, here you go. Let's get on the board. Nope, playing safe. Sometimes you got to duck a bit. You're not feeling the shot? Duck. Shot's a low percentage shot. Duck. It's not a chicken. It's duck. No, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Could be many other species of waterfowl. Okay. 3 ball. Obviously didn't get the safe there, so Simon was gracious enough to return the favor. And this is going to make Navi kick at it, try and send it up table. If he can get directly in behind it. Now, if that gets behind the 8, it'd be a heck of a shot. It's not going to get behind the 8, but it's not bad. I honestly don't think that Navi's going to like his next shot, though. I mean, Simon can't be offensive here, but I'm pretty sure that Navi's going to be kicking at that 3 ball, either 1 or 2 rails. How'd he hit it? How'd he hit that? That is getting the weight right. That's fantastic. If he's so close to the rail, like if he's frozen to the rail or even just a 1/16 of an inch off the rail, he can't jump down the rail because the edge of the rail is over the center line of the ball. I'm not sure he's that close, but even then you got to jump past the 9. That's a little over 2 diamonds away. And I think he's got a kick at it. Got a kick at it. Two rails in behind it, trade places with them. Oh, this is a good kick. Get to the end rail. Nice kick, Navi. Little unlucky to have the cue ball leak out. I think if that cue ball stays where the 3 was, the 10's in the road, maybe. Might still have the edge of it there. But still, from where it could have been to where it is, nice play, nice play. Now, Simon can bank this back towards the 9. Nope, just up the rail. Don't believe that got past the 5. Nav is going to have to do something to play shape on the 5, though. The 10's taking that bottom pocket away. Yeah, it's too tight. It's taking that pocket away. So if he's got the right angle, he can just draw into this area here. If he can get here, he can get out. Put one on the board. Oh, that's nice. There we go. And just so you're all aware, I'm almost always going to pull for the underdog. So I think somebody said you're supposed to be impartial as an announcer, but I want Hill every time. So once it gets to Hill, then I'll be impartial. That's going to work. Just needs to keep it together for a few more shots. To get on the board. One more. And he's on the board. Oh, no. Yeah, he'll give that one up. 8-0. Unfortunate. Just not quite able to finish it off. Okay. Last break for me. I'll be back shortly. 5 minutes or less, and we'll finish this off. All right, thanks, folks. Hold on. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, kids are tucked in. Lights are off. And I'm back. Looks like Simon's working his way through this rack fairly handily. Thanks everybody who shared the stream. Much appreciated. We have one last chance to share it for the race to 11 final. The way Simon's shooting, though, excuse me, I don't think it's going to go much longer. No, he didn't like that one. He didn't hit that one the way he wanted to. Little twist of the arm there. Back across the table, always going back and forth to land perfect on that 10. How many times do you see this? This particular shot, a couple inches off the rail, 10 ball in spot on the rack, 9-0. My advice to you is practice that shot. And then you don't ever let the pressure get to you during it. Gary disinfecting the table. Two more days, folks. On the 15th of June, we will hear whether we can have indoor sports in BC open again. Crossing my fingers. If that happens and everything works out, I'm hoping to start Kings of the Hill July 16th, and then every other weekend after that, depending on exactly how my holidays fall. I think I have one weekend in there that's kind of messed up. 9 balls in, 8 balls in, 2 ball hangs up. A little bit of a funny look at the one. It's going to have to bank it or play safe. I mean, you're up 9-0. Go for the bank. Although the angle might be pretty sharp now that I look at it. Is he banking it side bank? No, he's just going to play safe. Get the cue ball down to the end rail. That's going to go too far, I think. Nope. Perfect. Hit that nice. Navi bringing out the short stick. Going to get the cue ball airborne. See what he can do with it. I didn't see him indicate anything, so I think he's just going to go for the hit. Hope he gets a little lucky and doesn't sell it out. Well, he didn't leave it hanging over a pocket, but I'm pretty sure Simon's going to bank that. Bank that to the side, and you don't really have to be too fussy with your shape on the 2. It's a hanger. Uh-oh, that might be a problem, though. I was kind of kidding. Although, to be fair, even though he's hooked and he's got to go over the 7 and the edge of the 5, I still expect him to make this 2. And I wouldn't be too surprised if he just draws off it a little bit. A little long to really get a good draw shot on it, but just slid off the rail, off the 2, end rail, pops out for the 3. Nicely done. A little tricky to get on the 4 here. Yeah, see, if he comes between the 5 and the 6, he doesn't have a very large target there. Because he hits there. Whoops, that's not a straight line. If he hits there, right? He's really tight there. I'm wondering if maybe he doesn't draw off. Although, taking this line, you're going across your shape, whereas if you take the line that he's lined up, you're going into it. As long as he missed that side. And it looks like he's hit it perfect. Is that not exactly where he pointed on the rail? That was great. To be able to do that consistently, wouldn't that be amazing? Sticks the 4 ball in the corner. He's got the right angle on the 5. Just a little bit of draw. Come into the side rail and back out. It's looking more and more like Simon's going to get to the hill on this rack. Navi's just unable to really mount anything, get anything going. He's had a couple of good opportunities to finish racks and just wasn't able to close it out. Oh, Simon's gone a little far on that 7. Oh, this makes it a little tricky. Commentator's curse, man. I tell you, it's a thing. If he banks it, he reduces his odds of making the ball. If he cuts it, he loses a little bit of control over the cue ball. So what do? Cut it for the accuracy? Yeah, well, to get on the board and stop it from being a whitewash. Get the rake or the extension, Navi. Don't stretch. That's a big, long table. Well, that's going to be the result of stretching. Just misjudging the weight, changing the way you stroke it. Still make this, though. And that's 1. Navi's on the board. So, the beginning of the most epic comeback in history? Well, on Kickin' Billiards. Yeah, we should probably clarify that. The most epic comeback on Kickin' Billiards? Is this it? We could probably get it done by midnight, about 11:30. What kind of a crazy final would that be? His opponent bows out to get him in there. His opponent gets a 9-0 lead on him, and you come back to make it hill. Good break. Cue ball's got to stay clear. Okay, he's made a ball. He's got to look at the 1. This is doable. Just get in there on that 2. Even if you touch the 10, that's perfectly fine. Exactly where he needs to be. Hey, thanks, Tom. Much appreciated. I have too much fun doing this. I get to sit here and talk about pool, and pretty much no one tells me to shut up. Just needs to run forward a little bit off this 3. He's lining it up. So you'll notice a player's body language change when they start doing things that you haven't seen them do in a few games. Like I haven't seen Navi actually line that up like that. That tells me that he's starting to relax and forget about what he's doing. And maybe we see a few racks from Navi here. He's on the 4. You know, I don't see any problems here. I mean, just draw off the 4 into the 9 if you can. Nope, goes forward into the 2 rails and out. Well, it gets a little trickier from here. 8, and despite what I say, I can't see what these guys see. They are most of the time going to make a better decision than I am from sitting here. Like by most of the time, I mean like 99.9% of the time. I think maybe 0.1% of the time they might not see what I'm seeing, but for the most part, if I call something and they go with something else, that something else was probably the way to go. Now, I think Navi has to play the 7-8 combination. I don't believe there's room for the 7 to go by. If he plays that combination, he needs to keep control of the 7 and just let the 7 sit here. Right? Come off the 8 and out. And just let the cue ball roll down to the end rail, maybe? Or not the end rail, sorry, the side rail. He wants to have a decent shot at the 7 when he's done. So just a nice slow roll. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. He's got a little bit of angle. So after making the 7, he's going to come into the side rail, and he doesn't have to do anything other than get a couple inches off the rail. About 4 or 5 would be perfect. Let's see if he can sit right there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Just let the cue ball roll forward. Ouch. You know, it's so brutal, this game. It beats you up. You struggle. You finally start getting some rhythm on, and one tiny little bit of inattention or lack of or loss of focus, and this is what happens. It just punishes you. Good hit, but I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference in this rack. It's gonna take more than 6 or 8 shots for Simon to cool down. To get that guy to cool off, you're going to have to sit him down for 2 or 3 racks and make him start thinking that you're going to be a threat to get out on him. So that's the hill. 10-1. One more rack. No more second chances for Navi. When he gets up, he's got to get out. It's been a long day too, you know, I mean, especially for those of us that aren't used to doing this. You know, I know what it's like to get to a tournament usually a little earlier than 3 o'clock, usually around noon, or on some league events like 9. And then the next thing you know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and all you've done is play pool all day. Not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying you're a little tired at the end. And it can wear on you. 10-1, Simon breaking. Is he going to break and run out to close the tournament? I'm sure he'd love to. He's back breaking from the center now, though. 8 ball headed towards the side. 2 ball coming around. 3 ball was coming. Now the 6 is going to go. 1 ball's down. Wide open table. No reason why he shouldn't get out here. I was a little disappointed. I'm not too disappointed, but when the tournament was first announced, Stephen Holm was going to be part of it. But I guess there was a problem with his flight from England, and he wasn't able to make it. What kind of a field would that be, eh? Also having a guy that just finished in the top, what was it, top 32 in the World 9-Ball Championships? Guy who I think in his last match that he won took out Corey Deuel. But he didn't make it here. Lake stepped in to fill that empty slot and unfortunately was unable to finish. Lucky for Navi, though, he got an opportunity to cash in the final. Simon's got good angle here on the 4. Just 2 rails to come down. Just a hair left, I think, or maybe just straight top on this one. Just a hair left, and that's going to come out perfect for the 5. It's so much fun watching. Oh, 33rd, Tony. Thank you. Thanks for clarifying. I knew it was around there. I wasn't exactly sure. But it's so much fun watching pool played well. Some people say it's boring, but they don't understand the intricacies of being that consistent. Three more balls left in this event. If Simon can close it out. Pretty sure he wanted a little bit more angle than that so he could just slide off the side rail and come down table, but you know, that close to the corner pocket, you've got room to cheat the pocket and create angle. I think he's going to slide down the rail without touching it. Nope, it does bump into it. Ends up looking pretty good. I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the World Championships, you know how many people ended up, how many of the pros ended up on the top side of that line versus the bottom side? So much more frequent than I hit it. And there it is, folks. Simon Pickering is your champion today in the winner-take-all Shark Week at Martsin Billiards, defeating Navi Gill 11-1 in the final. And that's Bien Lim right there, paying out the winner. Much appreciated, guys. Thanks very much to Bien. Thank you to Justin Lee and Elo Stream and Elo Sports. Thank you to the Pinoy Hustlers Vancouver, BC Facebook page. Thanks to Gary Sun and Leo over at Martsin Billiards. I've had a lot of fun. I love to do this. Anytime we can, I will do what I can to make it happen. If anybody has a tournament coming up that they would like some cameras at, I'm working on it. I'm not quite there to do it all remote, but hopefully in the next 6 months, we can just send you a camera, have you put it up, and I'm good. Anyway, I think that's it, folks. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming down. Where's the overview then? There it is. So like I said, thanks to Pinoy Hustlers, thanks to Martsin, thanks to Elo Stream, Bien Lim, and to all the players that made it down to the tournament today. Thank you very much for everybody tuning in and watching. Thank you. And until next time, we'll see you soon. Now I gotta hit the button. Where's the button?